Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu have unveiled an ultimatum, warning Hamas to accept their 20-point peace plan in Gaza or else. President Trump told reporters that if the plan was rejected, Israel would have his full backing to finish the job of destroying the threat of Hamas. The plan calls for a ceasefire, a swap of hostages, an Israeli withdrawal, Hamas disarmament, and a temporary governing body to be chaired by Donald Trump himself before the Palestinian Authority eventually takes over. An international stabilisation force would also be set up and immediately deploy in Gaza to train a vetted Palestinian police force as a long-term internal security solution. Hamas says it is studying the proposal in good faith. The Palestinian Authority, which governs parts of the West Bank, called President Trump's efforts sincere and determined. Foreign Minister Winston Peters has urged all parties to seize this important opportunity to end the conflict. The plan has also been widely welcomed across Europe. Senior Correspondent Lisette Reymer reports.
The roadmap to peace in Gaza includes a detour past the White House.
Are you confident, sir, there'll be peace in Gaza anytime soon?
I am.
3 hours later, Benjamin Netanyahu and the self-dubbed President of Peace emerged with an update, and Trump was in no mood to undersell progress.
One of the great days ever in civilization. This is eternity. This is for forever. And let's call it eternal peace in the Middle East.
Going on to unveil a 20-point plan agreed to by the Israeli leader.
This proposal calls for the release of all remaining hostages, immediately demilitarize Gaza, and that's quickly. Decommission the military capabilities of Hamas and all other terror organizations.
The clock is already ticking. Hamas has 72 hours to release the hostages, living and dead, and must also renounce governance of the Strip, making way for a temporary alternative.
The Board of Peace, we call it, the Board of Peace, sort of a beautiful name.
Headed up by
a gentleman known as President Donald J. Trump of the United States. That's what I want, is some extra work to do, but it's so important that I'm willing to do it.
Trump would be joined on the board by former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair, who today described the plan as bold and intelligent. The board would rule Gaza until the Palestinian Authority completes a so-called reform program and can securely and effectively take back control of Gaza. Despite the global outcry that erupted over Trump's plans to turn the Strip into the Riviera of the Middle East, the New Deal confirms the president will guide the rebuild of Gaza, but also notes no one will be forced to leave.
I think there's an opportunity here.
Netanyahu maintains Israel will never support a Palestinian state, but has agreed that Israel will not occupy or annex Gaza and must significantly scale up aid even if Hamas rejects the proposal.
I support your plan to end the war in Gaza, which achieves our war aims.
Hamas is yet to approve the deal, which includes surrendering their weapons, something they've previously deemed impossible. However, this plan does guarantee amnesty for those who commit to peaceful coexistence.
I have a feeling that we're going to have a positive answer, but if not, as you know, Bibi, you'd have our full backing to do what you would have to do.
But Netanyahu wasn't waiting on America's permission.
Israel will finish the job by itself. This can be done the easy way, or it can be done the hard way, but it will be done.
Hamas says it will consider the plan in good faith, while Trump has all but declared it a done deal.
At least we're at a minimum very, very close, and I think we're beyond very close.
His confidence is not shared on the Strip, where those without homes don't have a seat at the table, their lives and futures signed off by those in suits.